Watch fans, today we are going to be exploring two watches that even I have never had a chance to put side by side, and it is definitely one for the ages. Stay tuned. So today we're going to be looking at two absolutely amazing watches. I have never had the chance to even see these side by side. As a neurologist, I love the fact that, we see one thing here and talk about something else there. And, it just becomes one of those things that we really get a chance to enjoy the remakes and the retakes from watches that have been made throughout history. But for the first time at Swiss Watch Expo, we are bringing to you the Steve Mcqueen Explorer II and the Black Bay Pro. Yes, we have both, and they are side by side. These two watches definitely amazing and definitely have their own right and have created their own lane. You have a lot of people who would look at it and say, you know what, that Explorer II that was nicknamed the Steve Mcqueen, which no one really knows how it got that accidental name, but that watch gave you the perfect combination of a Submariner's case with a GMT function, but the watch would stand out and really set its own standards. And this it has done. So we'll start off just talking about that actual Explorer II first, the 1655. This watch, again, did pick up the nickname of Steve Mcqueen, even though no one really knows how because he wasn't really seen or related to that watch. He was actually wearing a Submariner a lot of times when he would wear a Rolex, and everyone just felt like, hey, it just worked. So we all went with it. But this watch gives us some features that are definitely different, definitely unique. I love the size, the oversized hand on that GMT. Now remember, it's a little bit different than what you would for a GMT Master or GMT Master 2. The GMT Master 2 does allow you to rotate the bezel. With the GMT Master, that one does have it stiff, but it's also going to be in color. Well, this gives that nice masculine feel or stronger feel because it is actually made for spelunking. It is made for cave mining. It's made for digging and exploring. So it has that extra edge and that extra bit of roughness to it that I really find to be fun. So when you do that and you mix it with those oversized hands, I feel like it really gives it the perfect details, that coloring letting you know whether you are an AM or PM, instantly being able to read it. I feel like that was the perfect combination. And to do that back in 1971, yes, this design was introduced in 1971. I felt like it was definitely ahead of its time. It gave me that piece of perfection, something really unique and different from everyone else in the market. Rolex set a standard that I felt was really a high bar and a high task to achieve. And to celebrate it, guess what they did? Tudor then reintroduces this because they had actually come back to America in 2013 and were saying we have to make a staple for ourselves again. And since the Submariner had actually been created by Tudor and instantly moved into the Rolex line, they said, you know what? It's our turn. We're going to take the Black Bay Pro and we're going to make this ours. So the Black Bay Pro, giving complete homage to the Explorer II, was reintroduced. Now, for a lot of people, they will say, well, that watch was introduced in 2022. What a lot of people don't know is it was a celebratory piece. However, we had COVID. And during COVID is when this was designed and meant to be released. It was supposed to be a 2021 release. We were just getting out of Baselworld. That actually, COVID ended that as well. So it was okay for them to take their time and actually release it when they felt like it was better. But if you do look at it date to date, it is the 50th anniversary celebration. So the Black Bay Pro is exactly that. It's the piece that pays homage to the Explorer II on its 50th birthday. What better timing could you give? I absolutely love the design and what they did. At that time, Tudor was actually transitioning into having their own in-house movements as well. That's a really big deal because for Tudor, they had actually always outsourced, or you would get a part here and a part there. But now with Tudor actually building their own factory, having their own repair facilities, and saying, hey, we have our own movement. We have achieved those things that we were looking to achieve. Side by side, you can really see that they are both amazing watches, both coming in right at 39 millimeters. They did stay true to size. However, the case is a little bit thicker. Now, you will get a lot of people who say, well, the polyglass is a little bit thicker on the original Explorer II, but you do have a thicker case on the Black Bay Pro. Well, I feel like it gives complete balance. One is a little bit more modern, so it gives you that thickness, that strength, and that edge, whereas you can never go wrong. The one that we have here at Swiss Watch Expo is actually the 1974, so that one is the dial with the T Swiss T. Yes, there are two different dial styles, but this one I really, really love, and I feel like it stands out. But we want to know what you think. Tell us in the comments below here at Swiss Watch Expo.